There is no place for poisons in our food. If your food is so good, why can't you label it? If your treaties on free trade are so good, why do you have to negotiate them in secret? If your ingredients make life better for us, why do you hide? If buyer, your GM mustard with bastard resistance is so good, why do you have to hide? Why do you have to hide? Why do the 1% that own all these corporations and their names are on the poison cartel poster prepared by Vandana? All the people who secretly own the Vanguards and the BlackRocks, who own the buyers and the Monsantos, why do you have to hide? If you have to hide, you already know you are criminals. Yes. And we have organized the People's Assembly to shine the light so you come out of your holes. And then there's no place for you. That is what this People's Assembly has said again and again and again. Well, it was Andre or it was Hans saying so clearly, we don't need these poisons. From our deepest conviction, we don't just declare these corporations criminal. We pass the verdict and say, we don't need you. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to join hands till you cannot find any place to hide. You cannot find any field to invade, any kitchen to poison, any cell to damage. There's a very simple set of transitions we must make. Our first transition is from fiction to reality. The second transition is from a mechanistic reductionist science to an agroecological science based on relationships and interconnectedness, and all the real science is showing that actually produces more food and better food. And the only way to really produce food. Everything else is war. The poison cartel only has a war arsenal and a militarized mind to produce that arsenal. We will make peace with the earth through our bread. The third transition is from the seed as intellectual property of corporations to seed as living, diverse, evolving, to a seed as a commons that's the source of our food and the source of life. That is why seed freedom. The fourth transition is from chemical intensification. Because every time we say intensification, people think, well, if you intensify something, there must be more output. When you intensify poison, the only thing you get more of is climate instability, disease, poverty, dead soils, extinction. The sixth extinction is being driven by industrial agriculture. 93% plant variety is gone, 75% bees gone, because we're using a poison arsenal. The fourth, intensification from chemical intensification to ecological intensification. From stupidity intensification and irresponsibility intensification. Because I think you have to be stupid to declare that destroying the life of the soil is a way to improve the soil. To destroy the web of insect relationships is the way to control pests. It is a stupidity that does not allow you to recognize how nature works. We need to move from that to intelligence, true intelligence, linking to nature's intelligence and our own, and from monocultures to diversity. And Vandana's work has shown over the 3 decades that with biodiversity, we can increase our food production and nutrition production and nourishment 2-fold in the world. The care for the earth and production of food is the same activity. We have an ancient text that says everything is food, everything is something else's food. And that's exactly how nature works. When you don't understand those relationships, and you just bombard with the crudest of chemicals that you can find, not only are you giving poison food, you're disrupting the systems that make food production. Well, that was the heart of the IASTD report. That's why they panicked. They panicked with the light of true knowledge. That's why they must attack an Alpad Putsai and a Dr. Severlini. And of course they have gone after me again and again. And poor things, they're so desperate. They think removing my physics degrees from the Wikipedia page will help them win this war. No, this is 300 million species, 7 billion people rising against a cartel of 3.